What is up? What is up, boys and girls and peoples? Let's bump this audio down real quick. Let's get settled in here. What am I looking for? You right there. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. There we go. Put it back where it was. Yeah, we're in Gray Zone. Yay. I don't know. This is gonna be a short little stream. This is gonna be a event session. And also it's gonna be a test to see if sorry about the mic squeaking, by the way. It's my mic arm. Yeah, it's also gonna be a testing to see if my 7-year-old PC, 8-year-old, it might be 8 years now. The parts in there. My very old computer, if it can run Gray Zone Warfare and stream at the same time or not, and we'll have to see. We will have to see. I've capped the FPS at 60, which is what most I've heard have done. Oh, that's very loud. It's raining right now. You know, it's been raining in game and in real life for quite some time. Can I actually bring that down just for a little bit here? I'll cut that down just for you guys. I feel like that's really loud. Alright. So yeah. I'm new to this game. Haven't played very much. I've been played for about 5-6 hours so far. Take this and go back over here. I've died probably 4 or 5 times. So I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and let's get into it. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of a rant session. Not gonna lie. Oh, none of these are collected. Okay. We'll have to do something about that. We'll have to do something about that. I personally have, let me drop that off real quick. There we go. I have been interested in finding something other to play than Dark and Darker. Because as of late, I've not been happy with what's been going on lately. In fact, I might save most of my comments unless you guys have any questions about it. But I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking good right now. I know I'm gonna get called out for copium, but I think what has happened in the past month could be the best thing that could have happened to Dark and Darker, given the last year and a half of what we've seen from the devs, from the community, etc. So I genuinely do think that that this is probably the best case scenario. Yeah. So obviously there's a lot of drama going out. I don't want to talk about drama. I do not like drama. I really do not. And so I'm, in fact, in the video I'm working on, I'm gonna keep that to a minimum as much as I can. But I really feel like what Soma and Odin called out in their podcast episode on the Dorkest Hour, the last episode of that, has like 17,000 views on YouTube right now. Obviously for good reason, because what was said was very important. I need to go over here to Atlas and take Atlas back. But obviously that was very important for them to say how they were treated, and I feel bad for how they were treated at the company. I'm gonna say this in my video, but I think what really has gotten me angry is how images were proposed, I guess you could say. How people displayed themselves, and I have a real issue with basically how people have acted behind the scenes and how they presented themselves to be. I'm not gonna name their names right now, but I don't know about y'all, but for one, I feel stabbed in the back. A lot of these people I have over and over again, whether it's in a YouTube video, which I haven't posted in a while, I get that, but a lot in the Discord, people ask me like what my position is on it. I've gone to bat for these people over and over again. Got that one at least. Can't tell if that's a guy or not. Oh, lagging. Can't really see that guy. He's like in the bushes. Cannot see him. Wait, I just see him right there. Oh, I did get him. Okay, cool. Alright, make sure that first that these guys are clear. Yes, we are clear. Nice.
Objective secured. Atlas is under our control.
Oh, I just reloaded my mag that has 26 bullets rounds into a mag that has 1 round. That's okay. But yeah, I've gone to bat for people, man, and it doesn't sit well with me at all when just do it like that. Drag that in there. Taking all this guy's stuff, sell it on the market. Throw that in there, throw the SKS in there. Oh, not good enough. Am I stuck? Oh, that little rope is blocking me. Okay. But yeah, I find that that's what's been so upsetting to me though is nothing in there. Okay. It's just straight up lying. Like I obviously, like I don't like people that lie. Especially on that level where like I don't know. You're just like, I don't know, to make yourself look better. You're lying about, you know, what you've been up to or what you're doing and stuff. And so like the whole idea of like making yourself look like a super busy, super hardworking person when in fact you've actually been kind of just relaxing and stuff, like gets on my nerves a little bit. So anyway, there'll be more about that, like what I mean by that specifically in a video coming down the road. But until then, we're gonna play some Gray Zone and see how many times my my stream freezes, right? See how many times that goes. Let me double check something real quick while I'm thinking about it. Okay, I was just making sure. It looked like for a second, like I was still on the main screen, or my but it was just because my third tab there it was paused. So, hey, it's getting daylight again. Let's go. Let's go. So we're gonna need. I'm gonna restock my ammo here. In fact, I'm gonna bring a little bit extra with me. Let's go ahead and open anything. That can get sold. Why can't I sell this? Is it because there's stuff in it? Now it can. Now it can. Trade that. And then let's go ahead and get I don't know if people sell all the guns that they pick up like this, but that's how I've been playing it. I find them so easily. So like if they're like actually good to keep, then I'll start doing that as soon as I find out. But until then, I don't know any better, so until then I will not do it. You know what I mean? Anything down here that I want to sell? I don't think so. I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go. So yeah, this is kind of a test stream. It's also a rant, in case anybody asks me about Dark and Darker, how I feel about it. Did I get all? I did get all three, didn't I? I think I did. What's that other guy over here? I know the game looks like trash. Cause I can't run it smoothly at the high rating. What do we call it? Open, nothing in there. I guess because the fact that it can be sold means that it is in fact empty. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good to rock and roll. Alright, what quests we got going on here? Let's do a quest. I don't know what this handover. I don't know what this is. This is new to me. Place medical supplies and relics. I want to increase my rating with this guy more so than the health chick. So, in fact, what is my? Oh, he's only 316. I feel like I did a lot with him. Oh well. I want another helmet, so we're gonna do this. So I need to retrieve. Here's the deal. Some of those rats in town need to get the memo. They're still screwing around, causing trouble. It's time to put a stop to operations. Your mission is to gather intelligence from the hideouts used by these punks. We have identified 2 possible locations in the eastern part of town. Keep your eyes peeled for any suspicious signs and markings, that might help you uncover them. Once you've identified the hideouts, investigate them discreetly. We want to gather as much information as possible. We're moving. Do not engage in direct confrontations unless Do not engage in direct confrontations unless absolutely necessary. Don't forget your primary objectives are and gathering intelligence. So they don't want me to engage. Is that what I'm hearing? So these are the 2. Okay. So this is the 2 missions. This is how I turn them in, I guess. Alright. Well, let's do it. If they want me to engage, okay, hear me out, hear me out. If they don't want me to engage, then what about me not bring that bars and stuff? Can I fit? I can fit this in here, can't I? Nice. Can this all fit right here? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. So cool. I love like the inventory inside the inventory inside the inventory. It's like, I don't know, it's cool to me. So we're gonna drop it down. We're gonna go a little bit making sure this is all the right ammo. I got my other items on me. So if I'm supposed to go kind of stealthy like, it's probably this might be a terrible idea. I don't know. So which one's closer? 142165 and 143162. 143162. Is that one of them? 143162. That's office. To the office. Okay. And then what's the other one? 142165. So 14216. How to drag it right here. This one, basically, the criminal hideout that I've already got that one. Should I go in on that side or should I come in through the office? Because this is all gonna be full of people. Ugh, I should have thought about that beforehand. I could try to call a transport, get a pickup. Let's try it. The other day I decided like, oh no, I'll just slip through everything, and then I happened to walk through a bush and there's a guy with an AK on the other side of it. And I got clipped. I got packed up, bro. So yeah, we'll try this. We'll try it this way, because I've noticed like there are people who like there will be, I don't know if like that particular one or not, but I have happened to just stumble upon a random guy who's just like patrolling a random field, and he just sees me running across it, and then he just tries to drop me, you know, and I just panic. I get shot in the arm or something, and I'm like, no. So yeah, I have no medical items with this, which I guess I could bring some. I have a safe lock with my keys and stuff. Take me to the other area though. And we'll try the pistols a little bit. I haven't run very many pistols this game. Oh, there's a guy right there. You see that? Crazy. Just walking down this random pathway, like I was saying. Right. Oh, thank you for loading in, game. Appreciate that. try to come in on this side, try to use the tree line to cover us. Again, if I get clipped, guys, don't laugh at me, because I am brand new to this game. I thought that log was a body for a second, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I'm really gonna have to decide whether or not if I have enough patience for this game, because I've noticed that the safest way to play this game is to like really take it slow, like as if you're in that in this situation in real life, you know, like you may take like 2 or 3 steps a minute. Oh, okay. No, it doesn't say that I can't engage in conflict. It just says that I don't need to. I know I'm walking painfully slow, but I don't think I can jump this wall here. Try to jump around this side here, maybe. Oh, I went this way before, I think, and it was a problem. I'm gonna go this way. Also, the AI does swear, by the way, and y'all, if you know me, I try to censor my stuff. But just be aware that, oh, I could take this guy out right here. That would actually be so satisfying. Should I? Should I just take this guy out? Oh, that's the wrong button. Forgot my keyboard's broken. Oh, don't shoot me. Whatever you do, don't shoot me. So this is a big old hill, I can't get up. I seriously can't get up this, can I? Okay. Alright, we're gonna run this way. Oh, from where? I don't have bandages, bro. You gotta be kidding me. How quickly am I gonna bleed out? Well, that's just peachy. This is not gonna go well, is it? I'm waving too much. Another headshot, brother. Crazy with it. Yes, 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 yes. Drop this over here. Use. Am I good now? Did the bleeding just stop? Oh, I just used it for nothing then. Oh well. I didn't need it. You know? I didn't need that. Already got a belt. Got a Uzi, whatever that's called. And a bandana. I look so cool. How much ammo I got in here? 18. Alright. I don't want to jump like that, bro. Set that to automatic real quick. SKS. Let's do the, yeah, let's put the biker vest on. A little bit of armor packing type stuff, you know what I'm saying? Some glasses. How big is this? It's a 1x3. We're gonna put that on the back burner. We're gonna put this on. Got 9 rounds. 9 rounds. Put that clip up there. Oh, here and refill our pistol as well. Okay. Now, I'm gonna look at my picture real quick. This is what I'm literally at right now. It's this picture right here. I just want. Okay. Y'all you just had to shoot me in the chest, didn't you, buddy? And now I don't have a tourniquet, bro. This might be GG, boys. So try to make a break for it. I'm bleeding very, very quickly. Oh, that's nice. That felt great. This will be a good learning experience because I want to know, do I like go into a coma? Map. Take me to base camp, please. I'm in coma. Never mind. Never mind. I took a shot to the right butt cheek. Let's go ahead and spawn in base camp because I'm gonna have to travel anyway over there. Oh, load in, please. Hey Nova, how you doing, brother? What is up? Yeah, trying some new stuff. I'm not the best. Trying to get good. But luckily, is that gonna mess me up trying to get over there? My helicopter.
DLC, hurry up and get in.
Are they gonna be mad at me for calling a helicopter and I'm dead?
10 seconds.
So I'm learning, guys. Get out of there. Get out of there.
This is Raven. Bingo Fuel, RTB.
Alright, we got this one. I need a trip to this
Negative. Raven is already dispatched.
one. Oh, because that one's dispatched from me. Oh, so I have to wait 26 seconds. Okay. That's cool. It's a learning experience, guys. Now I know that meds need to be on you. Like you need to have meds. It's not really an option. Because if I could just brought me some, bring me like a combat tourniquet. I'm guessing these are better, the combat tourniquet, because they have 4 uses. Combat tourniquet versus the regular tourniquet, retractable tourniquet, and a splint. So bring the splint as well. Where's my bandages? Oh, do I not have any bandages? Guess not. I guess not. We'll grab some. Oh, there we go. Or not. We don't have any bandages apparently. Splint, RT, circuit, gauze. Oh, I forgot. I need to actually drag it into my inventory. So tourniquet, splint, gauze. I mean, what else would I want to take? Just more gauze. I was gonna do bandages more so than anything. Alright. Can I now travel? Cool. Sorry. I made y'all go out there and I, died. Yeah, Nova, I'm, big chillin'. Big boy chillin'. And, I was gonna rant a little bit about my Dark and Darker issues. But, I've chosen not to. I'll just leave it, I'll leave it for the video, because I don't want to... Nobody wants to hear that. Everyone's probably thinking the same thing as it is anyway. I've been just really, it's been hard to play the game, man. Because a lot of the hidden stuff has come out to the light. So it's hard to play the game like I was before. And I'm also testing to see how poorly this thing runs on my PC. Because you can probably tell from the way the grass is flickering in and out on my screen that I can't play this game on full settings. See, this guy's over here still. Oh, look, he is. Look at that. Doesn't even care. I had to go take him out. Now I gotta look around in the rice area for my my dead body. If I can remember. Oh. Found him. Look at this guy. Look at him getting shot in the butt. Silly goose him. Put that back on. Put that back on. Put that back on. Love how quickly you can like equip stuff. Now here's the thing. I don't understand this quest. Retrieve intel. So I'm guessing the idea is that I need to like scope out until I like actually find something to interact with. Maybe that's it. I mean, do I have anything that I'm like gonna lose? Like worried about losing? Not really. This is all stuff I picked up, so. Let's try it again. We'll try it again. I'm gonna take it a little bit slower. I'm going to not sprint at all. Because it seems like every time that I sprint inside of like a compound, if I sprint near a compound, dude, it's like some random dude who just spots me from 100 meters away and says, "What's that? A rabbit?" And then just quick scopes me with an AK-47 iron sight from across the compound, just clips me in the arm, and then all of a sudden I'm bleeding to death. So we're gonna try it again. We're gonna try it again. We're gonna try to be better, and go from there. I wish I could have jumped over this wall here, which I didn't even attempt to do, but I didn't want to make too much noise. But I did get to the guy that was behind the wall there. And if I jump the wall, then I'm gonna alert everybody. So. Which I do know now that I can creep around this wall and go to the front entrance. I just need to be able to spot the guy who is over there that took a shot at me and clipped me in the arm. What? From where? Oh, hello. Will you die already? I'm not crazy, right? I feel like I'm on those every shot. I feel like I need like a 40-inch monitor for this game, dude. Is that just me? Can't see these guys. So much greenery. Oh, I don't think that was a shot at me. I think that was somebody else. Nope, it was probably a shot at me then. AKM. I got a mag there. A couple of dollars. Couple dollar bills. Look how much I hit this guy. Look at this. What is this? This guy wouldn't go down. I lit this guy up like a Christmas tree. He's just fine? Dude's just cool like that? Now that other people know I'm here. Did I already reload this? I might have. I did. Okay. I might just keep my pistol. I saw anybody on the top floor there. Come back to this way again. I'm trying to like really look right now. It's getting dark. Okay.
Hey, don't be scared. Show yourself and keep your friend.
I love how they shoot through walls, by the way. It's like, what are you shooting at, bruh? Oh, he hit me through both hands because I'm holding a pistol, bro. You gotta be kidding me.
Shit, what's your left?
Oh. He saw me. I was actually hoping there'd be a door. I can't open the window. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
All call signs. We've taken control of Crusader.
Nice. Doesn't help me right now. Oh! I'm so bad. Don't shoot me! I'm so bad, please don't shoot me. He's bleeding out. Is that the guy from over here? Okay. Look, I never claimed to be good, okay? I never claimed to be good. I think this SKS has to be reloaded too, doesn't it? 32%, bro, is crazy. Yeah. Drop this thing. Drop. Give me the one that actually, like, aims right. Because that's ridiculous. 3 out of 10 shots. I love how long this thing takes to reload. Hey, how about that? Upgrade our little tech to a tech vest here. Thank you. What is this? Repair kit with basic tools for small gear repairs. Alright, well we got 2 of those now. What's this right here? 99.8. We don't need that. So, what am I looking for exactly? Because right now I'm completely lost. I could check upstairs, I guess. What's this? Firearms box. We might be getting some juicy. Oh! Alrighty. Let's run that. Let's run that, dude. Hey, yo. Why am I bouncing right now? It's crazy. Can you close these? Actually, this is making me self-conscious. Thank you. Okay. What's this? Flash hider. Inspect. Is this something I can put on here? I don't know, like, I don't know guns, guys, so I apologize. Mossberg 590. Wow. Okay. I mean, it's got 7 rounds in it. And how big is this thing? It's 6. 6 wide. Wait, is that 5 or is that 6? No, that's literally 6. Okay. So I can't fit this unless it's in my hand. Alright, I'm gonna grab these gun parts. I need to eat anyway, so I can make room for the M18. Drink me a soda. Yeah, now we have an M18. Alright, so we got some stuff. So maybe this is like what I need to be looking for. It's like a yeah, this is the place. This is 100% the place. Uh-oh. This guy is dead. Open. He's got an AK mag and he's got a grenade. And $43. Thank you. Combat tourniquet. I won't. Can I stack these? No. Oh, that's a splint. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Ignore me. What do I want drop. I don't know what I want to drop. It's okay. I feel like an AKM would be nice to have. I do want to have, what is this, retractable turning? I have the combat tourniquets with me, so I feel like we're okay. I was thinking like it was the medicine or something, but I guess that wasn't. Wait. I don't know what that is. It looks cheap, but I want to look at it though. Am I able to drop this without it going too far? Okay, it's cheap. Put this back on. Another AKM out here. Wooden equipment box. Oh, baby! Yes, sir! Got us some helmets. Love us a good helmet. Oh, and it has a thing for, other thing. Okay, okay. You know what? I don't think this thing's gonna be worth it. Right here, this, whatever this is, this SMG. And I'm gonna drop this too. Drop. Put our cash right there. And we're gonna take this extra helmet. I want that helmet. I would love to take this. Oh wait, I can wear that. I can wear that separate. Let's go. Let's go, dude. I didn't know I could do that. So now we got head and chest protection. That's what's up. Somehow I don't know where in the world I'm supposed to be looking, like what I'm supposed to be looking for. I was about to jump off the balcony, and I was 100% going to twist my ankle or something and hurt my leg. Oh, and a thug smartphone. I gotta drop something for this. We're gonna drop. I'm gonna drop the one piece of gauze here, cause. What? Oh. That's all we needed was to grab some form of literally grab intelligence. Gotcha. Okay. So do I go to the other place now? I kind of want to do a drop off. Already check this guy. Alright. Glad to know that these are here though. It's just so dark. I don't know if I want. Why would you wear earmuffs? I mean, I guess to protect your ears, obviously, but like, someone sneak up right behind you, you can't hear them. You be yelling at you. It's like, hey! You're like, huh? What was that? Maybe they're good or something. I don't know about it. Okay, there's somebody over here. Track and tag. These stack up for money, I'm pretty sure. I'll go ahead and eat this chocolate bar. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Did not want to stand up while there's people around looking for me. Okay. No, I'm super quiet. I apologize. In fact, it might be too dark for this right now, and plus I'm gonna have to come in, like the office one's the other side of town. So I'm gonna have to go, I think I'm gonna go. It sucks because I was expecting, okay, Atlas is back, never mind. Atlas is back. I can go in from Atlas. Oh wait, I took Atlas, duh. I think I'm gonna move this way. Make sure none of these crates are lootable. I think I'm gonna make a break for Charlie 1 and try and make my way. I think I hear somebody. Stinky dead body. Could go for that guy. But I need a clearer shot. Stop moving for a sec, bruh. What? Alright. It's getting a little bit risky now. He's bleeding. I know I said I wasn't going to sprint the compound. And so if I eat my words right now, that is on me. It is on me if I eat my words. But I'm following the tree line. Shouldn't be anybody over here. Alright, I'm going to take a quick little crouch break here. And I'm going to need to get to Charlie 2 from Charlie 1. Go ahead and call him on the way. And the drop off is right below that crane, so I can make it. Which ammo I got left? 15 already reloaded, alright. Yeah, I don't even want to go into PvP yet, because, dude, I'm gonna get wrecked. I'm gonna get destroyed. Royally destroyed. I'm at exfil actually, probably down to, yeah, I'm gonna get down to, Atlas and go ahead and extract, and we're gonna go and call it there, because I need to do a few things. Alright, here he's coming in now. Rock and roll, baby.
Get ready, we're moving out.
All right. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out, chillaxing, relaxing, all cool. Just a short little stream. Just wanted to do it just to get back into the feel of things. You know what I mean? So, appreciate y'all hanging out, and those that watch after, be looking out for the video on what's gonna happen with Dark and Darker in terms of as far as for me. I don't know, man. I don't know quite yet. I'm still kind of hopeful in that not that they're gonna drop an update next week or something and save the game, because it's past a single update. I think the community has been hit hard. I thought I saw a person right then. The community's been hit hard to the point where we need to be proven to that they have a vision for the game. I know like a lot of those things are memes and jokes and stuff of like there's no vision, or you know, like it gets memed out in the Discord. But seriously, like we need to know that this game's got longevity, because if we don't see, like if what we see for the game is that you don't know where you're going and it feels like it could crash down at any moment, with a game like Dark and Darker, we're not going to drop the hours that we drop into a game like that if we don't know if it's going to be here in a year's time or 2 years time. Like at least that's how I think about it, man. Maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. But like seriously, like you got to have a vision. You gotta have a vision for the game, and even if it doesn't have to be fully like full roadmap, whatever. Like just say like this, you know, we could pull identity off of the updates that you put in. But like people have made a great point, like when you change certain aspects of like a certain class, buff to nerf, to buff to nerf, to buff to nerf, the same aspect of that character, or a specific ability for that character, up and down, up and down, up and down, it looks like you don't know what you're doing. Like, and after a certain point, like we are funding we are funding you, we're paying you money. Like I bought the DLC seasonal pass that was so controversial, and even stood up for the fact of like, I think honestly $9. Honestly, it was more so, in my opinion. I know a lot of people were mad about this. A lot of YouTubers, a lot of streamers said stuff about like how it's getting to, you're getting close to pay to win or pay for convenience. I literally saw that and said, okay, so I get 5 coin bags. However, a few wipes ago, I got them anyway just by going into a dungeon and getting enough like points. Like Nova, tell me if I'm wrong here. I genuinely didn't see a problem with getting 5 bags that were untradeable that gave you no currency, because for one, you literally can spend 400 or 500 gold to hold the same amount of gold in coin purses. So to me it was just like it's really like, if they were tradable, oh yeah, that's a problem, because like that's like you're paying money to get in-game gold. That's a problem. But they're non-tradable. It's only 5,000 gold, which is not that much money. Like it really is not that much money. Because like I said, you literally can buy 400 gold worth of coin purses and hold more than that, actually, I think it is. Or I may have to do my math, but it's not that hard. It is not hard to hold 5,000 gold. You get a torch skin, and then obviously you had the issue with you had some issues with it because it was an instant 50k worth of gear, but I don't think it makes the average player better. What part of it was an instant 50k worth of gear from the DLC? unless you're referring to like, unless you're talking about the, well, no. Oh, yeah. So like, what I was saying is like, I have the perspective of playing almost every single wipe, and so I'm coming off of like for the main time, most of the time since AP has been out, you could start the next wipe with a chunk of change, because you could get a bunch of coin bags, wait for them to get up in price about like 3 to 4 weeks into the wipe where all the rich players were needing gold storage, and I could then sell, like I would have like, I think the least amount I had was like 6 for one wipe. There was multiple wipes where I had like 8 to 9. Because I would do it on every single character slot possible to get up to Wanderer, which did not take that much time. It would take an afternoon. And I actually kind of like that aspect of the AP system. In fact, I think if anything, if they want to make the AP system better, make the higher rewards, like make the reward system, it is player specific now, but make it so like you do have some, like I genuinely think they should lean more into like having a bunch of free stuff at the beginning of the next wipe. Because let's be honest, I've dropped 3,000 hours in this game. Okay, over 3,000 hours in this game. I understand the idea of wiping and starting from scratch, but I am sick and tired of having 0 gold. Like, maybe I'm just sounding like, let me just explain myself. I'm tired of the bare, like the getting up to level 20 is kind of more so just a pain in the butt, but I'll continue to do it, which is more so it just shows the lack of, like, there's other games out similar to Dark and Darker where leveling up is fun. Dark and Darker somehow makes leveling up a real pain in the butt, because you put you put game requirements on the character's level. So you are basically saying, no, you play in this pin until you know, because you can't play HR as level 1, and I get it, it's RMT. RMT people would love to be able to play level 1, go in HR and loot people and steal their gear. I get it, and it sucks, it really does. But leveling up to level 20 on each character class is like a chore that I have to do every single wipe, because I play every single class for many reasons, but now one of the main reasons being the fact that I want to be able to take an unbiased opinion online when I post content, and so to be able to do that, I feel like I have to, at least to some degree, play every class to a certain point to get a vision, like to at least get a feel for it. And so for the most part, with the exception of like Wizard and Sorc, I typically keep all my classes about the same level. I play them about the same amount of time. But yeah, I do miss that reward, because I genuinely could play however much I wanted to at the beginning, and then basically like 2 to 3 weeks in, when you get like all the reposes and the J's that have like they've made so much money and they need to redeem more stuff and they want to pay that much money for gold bags, then I'm like, okay, boom, that's 10K for me, and I would make it back later, because it was like an investment. Like I would play smart with the amount of money, but it gave me something to work with. So I could buy a bunch of cheap kits until I kill somebody in Abyss, and I basically make my money back. They need to revamp the gold storage system. They have quests give you more gold storage, make gold something we don't need to store in our main stash, and make this storage system more accessible, increasing the drop rates of craftables. Dude, I had an idea when I loaded up this game. So you see this right here. I got like $100 right here. This stacks onto this whatever, and it's literally just a stack of cash that is up to $21,000, right, of USD. I had the idea. Imagine, I don't know if I can split this. Is there a way to split this? I can. It'd be too much work. So imagine, so like for example, take these grenades. Imagine these grenades are, it's like money in gold. I thought it'd be cool that the more gold that you have, like maybe you don't need a gold storage, right? Okay, so we have gold storages, but they increase the amount that they can hold, right? Maybe they adjust that. I don't know. That would have to be that they should not do that middle of a wipe, because they do that kind of stuff all the time and it messes up the ecosystem. But at the beginning of a wipe, maybe just try it for one wipe, increasing the amount that the gold storage containers have, like how much they hold in your stash, right? And so, but then also on top of that, say like if you have, I'm gonna try to visualize this for you using these grenades. So I don't have to. So say like right now you can stack up to 10 loose change gold, right, in Dark and Darker. So this is 10 gold. I'm saying, what if they increased it so that you could hold, say, 50 gold, right, without a coin purse, just 50 loose gold, and it's a 1x1, and it's just a picture of a bunch of loose gold, right? As soon as it goes up to 51, all of a sudden it becomes a pile of gold, and it's a 1x2. I know I'm trying to get you to understand what I'm saying here, but like the visual would change, and now it's like this pile of gold. Imagine that they were connected, and you can move your pile of gold, right? And they would go to get, like, imagine these were like together. I know I'm having to move them individually, and so like now you're like from 51 gold to say like 249 gold, it's 2. Soon as you get to 250, all of a sudden it's a bigger pile of gold, boom, and now it's like a 1x3. Yeah, and so the pile would increase. And say like if you want to hold like 10k worth of gold in your inventory, just loose change, that's fine. Or like say like $5,000, that's fine, but it's literally just like a massive pile of gold in your inventory. It would greatly increase the amount of gold storage. Like you wouldn't need it as bad. Like you could have it as a pile of gold in your inventory. Some people would like how that looks. And then you could have like the gold coin chest, like you can make it so that the coin chest is like literally like holds like 100k. You know what I mean? And on top of that, they need a quality of life. This is a side note. They need a quality of life change where you can drag your chest in other like big containers over gold like smaller gold containers and suck it up like a vacuum. Because right now you can drag, like you can take a chest over coin purses and drop them into the coin purses, but then to put all the money back, you have to slowly drag each individual coin purse or every individual bag, etc. There needs to be a vacuum option where you just hover it over and it sucks up all the gold. Or you can like click on the chest itself and just click like right click fill. Like right now I can click like this option, like it has options when I right click an item. Imagine it just says like fill or something. Or I actually think they have like they have like a top up option. So I think that means hey, let me try this. If I split this, all right, I got 1,000 gold over here. If I click top up, dude, they already have it in this game. They already have it in this game. Dark and Darker, what are you doing? Okay? Like you see what I'm saying? Like they need a vacuum option where you can right click just like I just did there. You click on the chest and it probably won't say top up, but like you fill it up. Yes, SDF, take notes. I'm angry with you right now, but take notes. Okay? This is what we need. I'm not even emptying my inventory. Anyway, so all right, Nova, be honest with you. Is it time for another 13 changes video? Do I just need to drop another banger again? Yeah, quality. I have said this like 14 times with the boys, and they're sick of me hearing it. I know a lot of people want content. I understand that a lot of people want content. They don't need as much content as people think that they need. They need something new. Absolutely, I agree with that. They need quality of life. What they really need is, because there's a lot of things that people are sick and tired of, we have dealt with for over a year, and it still has not been fixed, and it still has not been changed. There's a lot of like stuff like that, bro, of dragging gold around and when you're talking about like I need to make a purchase or I'm selling a gold coin chest in a trader, and so I have to drag in increments of 50 to get up to 10,000. That mess sucks, bro. We need simple quality. If they just released a quality of life update and then one piece of content, like maybe they just, I don't know, like maybe they could drop in just simply 10 quality of life updates of just some like making it easier to move gold, changing that, loose gold now is in a pile or something, just whatever they want to fill in those 10 different items, right? and then on top of that, just one piece of content. Like, hey, we added random events. With one random event, we'll add on to the number of random events. The first one's the loot goblin. We have a loot goblin in Darker and Darker now. That by itself would be a massive W update and would set them up for multiple updates to come. Because then they could just, again, the second time, release more quality of life and another piece of content on every single update. And it doesn't have to be every week or every 2 weeks. It can be every 3, or I'd say at least every month, because they have set the pace for themselves. I would love, yes. Okay, they're talking about removing the zone again. They still have not tried it on tried my idea that I've said from the get-go. You literally have multiple maps that are talking about decay with the crypt stuff, with ruins and crypts. It's in the name itself. Make it so that you already kind of have effect that's similar on Goblin Caves, where the whole like caves are collapsing. Make it let me wait. I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna mess with my inventory while he's watching the ad. No. It's alright. I'll wait for Nova to get back. Can I sell this? I can sell this, I think. Tell me when you're back, Nova. I'll keep talking. I'll keep yapping away. Keep yapping on. Yapping on. 2 extra bullets. You gotta be kidding me. Got a G tag. You back? Nice. Okay. Forgot what the last thing I was saying. So yeah, they need to do they just need to release like a bunch of quality of life stuff, one piece of content, right? And then you mentioned like the high danger zones. I was saying they still have not tried they're taking the zone out again, okay? They're removing the zone again for like the 3rd time. This is the 3rd time in some way, shape, or form they have removed the zone. That means they took it out, they added it back, they took it out again, they have re-added it back, and now they are taking it back out a 3rd time. Again, we're talking about the multiple changes, the flipping of a light switch on, off, on, off, on, off, which we know part of the reason why, and I'm sorry, STF, because you don't even know who I am, because I'm not even barely a YouTuber. And I'm very small, but at the same time, I'm very unhappy with you, and you've broken my trust because you painted the image. See, now I'm getting heated. You painted the image as if you were some type of hardworking, super hardworking game dev, when from the reports that we have heard is that actually you enjoy spending too much time playing your video game. I didn't sign nothing, brother. I didn't sign nothing. You play your game way too much. If that is true, shame on you for painting the image that, and you probably, the case is, because I know I'm similar to that type, maybe you have busted your butt. Maybe you busted your butt until 2025, and all of a sudden you're dead inside because you've been working 75-hour weeks. You've been fighting a lawsuit about some company that says that he stole your game. I still fight for you every single time a person in a Discord or etc. says that you stole your game. I don't believe that you did, and I fight for you. But if you have been lying to my face and other people online in Discord, you've painted the image as that you're the hardest working dev. Your employees have painted the image that you work super long hours. But if the reality is that you've been playing your video game for 10 hours a day and working for 2, not allowing your employees to make new content and make updates to things because it has to go through you, then the game is in a crappy state specifically because of your fault. It is your fault, if that is the case. Again, I said if. So if the allegedly part is true, shame on you. Because that ticks me off, because I've gone to bat for SDF hundreds of times offline and at least a dozen times online. If you look at my content, I've been pro SDF for a long time. And so when I hear reports from people who I believe are credible, I know they just got fired, so they probably have a reason to talk trash. I filter all that crap out. I haven't said anything about how he's been, the way he treated people as a boss. I'm not even talking about that. It's the fact that it makes sense to me, and it adds up, that we have seen nothing of value added to the game for about 6 months. Nothing. There's been nothing added to the game of any value. It has been buff and debuff central on Dark and Darker for the last 6 months. Wizard has not been touched in. My wife's at the door, so I gotta go. Like, nothing's been touched. Here, I'll be right back. Guys. I'll finish this. I gotta go let her in. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm just saying, if that stuff is true, then I really feel like I felt like I was stabbed in the back listening to those reports. So, anyway, I need to sign off. Nova, thanks for hanging out, brother. Appreciate you chilling with me, and we need to catch up soon, whether it's on Dark and Darker or whatever it may be. Like I said, I've been exploring. This is the first time this past 2 weeks, or this past week has been the first time I'm actually looking for other games. Don't know what content's going to look like. I'll keep, if I can find Dark and Darker content that I think is applicable and worthwhile, I'll post it. I'm not quitting Dark and Darker. But it seems like Dark and Darker might be quitting me. That sounds super sappy and super cringe. I'm sorry, but I think that's the best way I can say it. It feels like the devs have given up on us rather than we give up on the devs. Or I have not given up on the devs. It's like they gave up on me. So, because like I said, there's been nothing valuable. There's been look at the patch notes. Nothing has happened. They've tweaked. They pick 2 to 3 classes. They turn them up. They turn them down. They take these 2 classes here. They turn them up. They turn them down. Nothing has happened. We've taken 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, 1 step forward, 1 step back. Rinse, repeat over and over again since January. And so we're just sitting like and so I think when people were asking for content, I do agree with that. But what we want to see is that the game is getting better. I think everybody would agree with that. That's a better way to say it. We don't want just new content because all the problems are still going to be there, that we have issues with the game. We want to see that the game is getting better. And yeah, people genuinely believe that, like you're saying, it's like the devs don't care. I do think they care, but I don't think they care in a way that matters, because it's like all of a sudden they do not listen. That may be, and a lot of people, I get flack for that, saying that, oh, the devs haven't cared and blah blah blah. I generally do feel like, for a majority of Dark and Darker's existence, if something was outside of the memes of things like Quiver, for the most part, if people had an issue with something, it got addressed. But it's like all of a sudden, I guess STF has taken over, and it's his vision for his game that he wants to play his way, and nobody's having fun but him. That's how it sounds and feels currently. That may not be true. Yeah, so I was actually, I'm in on this, Nova. I watched back, because there's been two big hits for me for this game. I've been somewhat worried, but there's been two major hits of where I was genuinely concerned about the game's lifeline, whatever, or life, whatever, how long it would last. And both of them deal with Soma. I sound like a Soma fanboy. I promise you I'm not. I really, really, really loved things like The Darkest Hour because I could see them when a guest was pulled on The Darkest Hour, they would hash out the issues with the game, and then we would see for the longest time, this is what I've been talking about. Maybe it's what I need to explain of what's wrong with the game now. I could see in live time, I could watch the podcast, hear them voice issues of which at least I could agree with a majority of them. Of a streamer coming on and say, yeah, we need this. And maybe they say 10 things and 9 things I disagree with, but number 10, absolutely. It's like, yes, I've been saying this for a while. There's always something that I could agree with somebody on the podcast, either hosts or guests. And then we would see that thing implemented into the game. It seemed like for the longest time. And so it felt like there was this connection of where the devs of Dark and Darker listen to these hotspot vocalizations of what needs to be done, and something eventually, maybe not as fast as we wanted to be done, but eventually it was done about the game. And for me, as a consumer of the video game and an enjoyer of the video game, that made me proud to play the video game, because it was like a community that was working together to make this the best video game possible. That hasn't been like that. It hasn't been like that for a long time. It's been numerous months. And the biggest hit to that was first when we found out that someone got fired and that he was quitting the game and quitting The Darkest Hour and making The Darkest Hour. Right? The second biggest hit was him explaining how SEF personally, him giving a report, and Odin, explaining how things behind the scenes, how these people act as people. That was the second biggest nail in the coffin for me personally. And like I said, because I'm streaming right now and online, I've said allegedly, because I do not have any physical absolute proof. But as far as my own personal opinions, that is the second biggest nail in the coffin, to where now I'm playing a new video game. I have not played new video games for the last 2.5 years because Dark and Darker has been it. Because it is even in this current state of it not being touched and it being super dusty. The game feels dusty because like nothing new has been added in forever. Even now, if I don't play for a week, I can enjoy Dark and Darker, and it's like I miss it. However, given all the crap that's going on and the lack of crap that hasn't been taking place, aka new updates, new ideas, etc., it's more so it just feels bad to play because I don't see the longevity in the game, and I'm not going to be the last person playing Dark and Darker solo with only PvE. Because the game is better. Watch my videos. I've said this 100 times. This game is better when we're a community, when we're venturing together. I got a super sappy, super cringe video all about feelings and love and all that kind of stuff that people hate to talk about. Don't care. All right? I have a whole video about it. This game is more fun with people. It is. And when the people are leaving, it makes me concerned. Because I'm not going to be the last person in the dungeons beating up skeletons. As much fun as that already is. I want the game to be like it was in the playtest era. And obviously I understand that a lot of that's nostalgia. But anyway. Yeah, and I agree. That's exactly how a beta should feel. It should feel like we're working together. If you're going to say your game is in beta, then listen to your beta testers and what the game needs. That's the thing, Nova. I agree with that. They either need to be that they need to lean. They have two options really right now. They either need to lean heavily into beta testing. They really need wisdom. I got to be honest. They need to be able to decipher the good decisions from the bad decisions. Do not take game advice from the Dark and Darker official Discord's general chat. That is the stupidest thing I could ever That is the dumbest thing ever. Would be to balance or change anything on the game based off general chat. Okay, people go there when they die in game to rant about how bad the game is, but while they load up another match in the game that apparently is so bad. Okay, don't like. But it seems like they don't have the wisdom to decipher what is good decisions and what is, yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people just go there to meme out. And so, and I don't think they should balance just around streamers. I generally do not, like, I know a lot of streamers, like, the bigger streamers, like, are mad because, like, they get demonized. And I think to a certain extent it gets overput. Like I said, there are some streamers that, like, wanted to take this game a different direction based off how they explain the game. Take the approach. It sounds super arrogant. Take the approach that I've taken, right, with a lot of my content and, like, with ideas for the game. Take in all the voices, pack them down. What is the most consistent? What do you continuously hear over and over again? It's been memed for over a year. I know it's literally a meme. People think you're joking. STF, have you considered that people would be super excited if in 3 weeks from now you released a quiver? Do you think people from 3 weeks from now would be super excited to find out that you added 3 new wizard spells? It's not that difficult. People have been begging for certain things for over a year. And it's been excuses. People have been complaining about full plate people running around at max move speed. Would it be surprising to you that people would enjoy to find out, oh shoot, you do have to pick between PDR, MDR, or movement speed? I don't, like, if those things are, I just genuinely don't know what else to say. Like, there's certain, like, and that's content. That is literally content. The people have been asking for content. Add new wizard spells. Add in a quiver for rangers. Just so they can have more story. I hate Ranger. And even I think, sure, at this point, give it to them. Who cares? Longbow still needs to be nerfed. I still stand by that. It does way too much damage. It's stupid. It's a stupid amounts of damage. It's not fair whatsoever. Yes, I play Wizard as my main class. Yes, I am biased in the fact that I do not think I should be able to get one shot just because he finally hits an arrow. Whatever. If that makes me biased, I'm biased. Okay? Here's the deal, though. Because and on top of that, because all the maps are literally corridors and hallways, so there's no, Yes, I do mean the semi-automatic windless crossbow. Yes, that's what I'm referring to. The one that hit my Sork yesterday for like 85 damage in the chest. And I know it was in the chest because I asked my teammates, where's the arrow sticking out of? And they said it's right above your belly button. And I said, that's crazy. I have 146 HP and it dropped me below half. Anyway. But seriously, it's the reason why I'm actually so upset about the game's current state is because they are fumbling the easiest bag. I think I just got kicked for AFK. They're fumbling the easiest bag I have ever seen. It is so unbelievably easy to not screw up the game because you have your player base. Oh, I got ads again. All right, we're gonna swap scenes and wait for him to get back, and then we're gonna close it down. Right there. Move it over here. Close it down. Close it down. But anyway, oh, I forgot to add in my. It's right. My mouth isn't moving, but who cares? Nova, you back? Wait for Nova to get back. He's the one listening to me, right? It's a shame, man. It really is. He's gonna be gone just long enough for me to forget my train of thought. We back. Yeah, like I was saying, the reason why I'm so upset is because this is literally it is so. I don't know how to code, and I don't know what it's like, but I have good friends. I have a good buddy of mine who he knows how to do this stuff, and SDF has a lot more experience than he does in coding. He should, from how long he's been doing it, right? And so I genuinely am concerned. Like, I really do think it is because of negligence, not because of genuine, like, trying their best but making mistakes. That is why I'm upset. Because for a long time, I've gone to bat for them, thinking that they've just made terrible decisions, when in reality, at least recently, it sounds like it's been just pure negligence. All like I said, and I'm gonna end on this, unless you have anything else. People have been begging for content, right? I'll say this directly to SDF and whoever else makes decisions there, if there is anybody else. You need to learn how to decipher what your community wants, and the best way to do that is to take all of the information in. You don't cut out information, because then you're cutting out a potential source of good information. You take it all in. Obviously, there's going to be a bunch of garbage, so maybe don't go to general chat every single time and use that as your main source, right? Maybe you do lean on streamers a little bit more than you do the average consumer. I understand. It's typically going to be a better, accurate model for those that play the game long term. You also have to consider you want to build your game, which means you need to pander to new players. Yes, I just said pander to new players. Yes, this is a hardcore game, but it does not need to beat you up for playing it. Okay? It's hard enough as it is. Things like that you've added and worked and coded in, like the Goblin Merchant recovery system that you've taken out of High Roller. Yes, it funnels too much gear into the market. I get that, but there's other solutions than blowing it up. As far as High Roller goes, people love the dungeon recovery system. Like, I guarantee you, it's 80+%. There's probably a slim few people of super rich players and etc. that don't like it. Too bad, too sad. We don't get everything that we want. You need to pander to build your game, because at the end of the day, the best thing for Dark and Darker is super filled lobbies, because you already have a great game. You already have a wonderful, amazing, and beautiful game right now, currently. Like, right now. But nobody's playing it. Nobody is playing it. You struggle to get more than 10,000 players. So make new content and pander to the new player. Make High Roller fun and desirable to play, so that these streamers don't have empty lobbies 24/7 and complain about empty lobbies to the point where you cut out almost half of, or a good chunk of your queues, which makes the game worse and makes people quit the game even more. That's the stuff I'm talking about. You took the information from a singular source, ran with it, cut off a bunch of your stuff, and all you did was chop off a big chunk. You literally chopped off all of your newer players. You look at the reviews that you saw on Steam. There was literally hundreds of people who had bet about 200 to 300 hours in the game that were just started playing about a wipe or this wipe. And when you took out duos and solos for non-high roller, they quit. They quit immediately because that was their niche. You gave that to them and then you ripped it away. It sounds like it's a corporal funnel that they've created with SDF that causes them to crawl their way through every decision. It's sad because there's a lot of great ideas from people under the upper management. Yeah, they need to keep solo queue. I'm sorry. I disagree fundamentally, not with you, Nova. I disagree with people like Raposa's video. He did issue a secondary video, and I even called it the second that he uploaded that video, the first one, that he was probably going to take his words back because he very heavily emphasized that it was almost like, and he mentioned this. He did correct himself. He said in his first video that Dark and Darker had a queue problem. I agree, but my answer to that is too bad, too sad. And if I'm SDF, the answer to the solution of having too many queues is we need more players. It's not, okay, let's cut off our queues. Because what you're doing is cutting off the few players that are in that section in a game that you already have too little players in. Does that make sense? It's too late. It's too late to apologize, right? You can't chop off. And here's the thing. Solos and duos in non-HR were the most populated queues for this wipe. So you removed the most popular queue of this wipe because there was too many queues. Tell me how that makes sense. I never, ever once, even during off hours, loaded into a solo or duo normals game and did not have multiple players. In fact, I was actually complaining because duos normals was so packed and filled to the brim at any time during the day that I was constantly getting third or fourth parties. They removed that queue and solo queue from the game because there was a queue problem. Do you see how frustrating that is for players? And yes, there is a crap ton of queues. Yes. But they took away the most popular queue because they want people to play HR. You should listen to that, the fact that nobody wants to play HR, and ask why. I'm going to say something that's very, very shocking, and it's probably going to get me in trouble. Nova, you might want to be ready for this. Dark and Darker players, and most gamers in general, are wusses. Dark and Darker players, a majority of them, are wusses. And they find it more fun to not lose gear than to gain super bis. You can see that in how people play the video game. Okay? People rat, they hide, and they will 100% third party any chance that they get. If they pull up on a third party and it's down to 1v1, tell me you don't get excited. Because you think you're about to get a bunch of super loot. Do you not? Tell me you don't. Tell me you don't get excited when you pull it to a third party and more than half of those two teams are dead and you think, oh shoot, I have a competitive advantage right now because we got our full team, we're rolling up, we're boofed out, right? We got super boof on, we got nothing good on. These guys are wearing bis, I'm about to make big money. You get excited because, let's be honest, we don't like losing our gear. And so when you ask the question, SDF, of why nobody plays HR, it's because they know for a fact deep down that they're not going to gain much from it. Because most of these players, I guarantee you over half of Dark and Darker players cannot survive PvE all the way through, even if there weren't players. I guarantee you. Half of Dark and Darker's player base cannot survive the PvE in HR Nightmare mode. Thanks for hanging out, Nova. I'm about to end it right now, brother. Thank you for hanging out, brother. I guarantee you, the game is hard. The game is difficult. Okay? And I love difficult games. I do. That is part of the reason why I'm here. I'm on Great Southern Warfare. I'm getting clipped by AI right now. Okay, already died. I didn't even stream for over an hour, and I already got clipped by a bot. Okay, mainly because I suck. But still, the game is difficult, and players play the way they play because they don't want to lose gear. They want to win. They want the dopamine hit of making it out with super biss. But they're not. Most players are not quite at the point where they're ready to take that super risk. Sometimes they are already. Sometimes they're not. But it's not a 24/7 feeling of, oh, I'm ready. There's certain people built that way. Don't get me wrong. But that's not a majority of the Dark and Darker player base. HR is a super coin flip to try to make super best. That is currently what it is right now. And right now you only have a select few. Most of them post content because they are able to manage that, and people enjoy that content because they can go in and they can get 4, 5, 6 kills. Look at the lore in Goblin Caves. You look at, Yami, I think, plays a lot of solos too. Like, that is what HR is right now. It is a super battleground, and people watch those videos of people like the lore, and they think, oh shoot, HR has people wearing kits like this. I ain't got nothing to compete with that, so why am I going to bring in my best gear just for them to kill me in 2 seconds and leave everything I have on the floor with me having no chance of, again, it loops back, no dungeon recovery. So that's one big change. Think of that's part of that's just of the many points that I'm making. You have to think you're the full view. Taking out dungeon recovery from HR, it kills incentive to go into HR for people who are not experienced, because you offered them a helping hand to come out of to say, here, yes, you may die. Yeah, if you die to a guy with super bis, right? More than likely he's going to take maybe your jewelry. But your kit will be there, and you can buy it back for a cheap price, and you can run it back really quickly. You just fill in the gaps of pieces of your gear, and it turned out that's exactly what happened. I'd get rolled by some dude in full legendary unique. He's wearing super bis, or he's running an artifact weapon, and he looks at my gear. And he's like, "Oh, this guy's wearing trash. This guy's kit's like 5K. I'm wearing 50K," and I'm sitting here thinking, well, I spent everything that I wanted to spend for this week on that one kit. It turns out he took, and maybe he takes one pair, or one piece of my gear, takes my pair of boots off or something. And I pen, okay, I'll spend 500 more gold, buy another pair of boots, and I'll run it back. And that puts me in HR, and people are like that. People play that way. Again, I'm just rambling. I'm rambling at this point, but I'm trying to explain, you guys want people, I'm talking to the devs, you guys want people to play your game, you guys want people to experience HR. You're pushing them before they're ready, and you're taking away all the avenues that you set up for. You added them to the game and they were great, and then you took them away. I just don't understand it, because I understand they created an issue. You gave the wrong solution. If the problem is that dungeon recovery puts too much gear into the economy, then maybe look at shorter wipe times. Ever thought about that? Or maybe add a tier system. If you die with a certain piece, I don't there's other options than just it created this problem. Okay, blow it up. We're never using it again. That's been the reaction to almost all this stuff for the longest time. Anyway, I have yapped for way too long. Much longer than I was planning to do. Thank you, Nova, for hanging out, brother. I hope we can catch up very soon. I know you had to go. Anybody else who stopped in, and anybody who's watching this super long VOD for some reason, I don't know why, it's the most boring stream on the internet, but hey, thank you. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon, hopefully in the dungeons of Dark and Dark.